Good afternoon, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, thank you for being here. First off, I'd like to wish everyone a happy Pride Month. Second, I want to apologize for the music. I know it was a bit pompous, but it's classical music isn't copywritten, so I had to go with what I could use, and I quite like that piece, so I decided to go with it. Anyhow, let me get the game audio up here a little bit. Or rather, a lot of it because it was muted. Anyhow, as you guys can see, today we're doing a real-world flight in the 737-800. It's a United flight. I'm using a special livery. I don't think the Star Wars United plane actually flies this particular route. However, I'm going to. We are in Seattle at the moment, sitting at gate Alpha 6. And we're going to go ahead and load up, get everything programmed so that we can get on down route to Denver. Alright, I've already got the plane powered up and everything. Well, not running, but with power so that we can, it's a more realistic state for getting in a plane at the gate. It would already be powered up and somewhat pre-configured for you. Got let's see. On this particular flight down to Denver, we've got 137 passengers that are going to be on board. We're taking 21,000 pounds of fuel. We've got a zero fuel weight of 126,700. I've already put the payload into the FMC and gotten the fuel going and all that, so we can save some time there. Go ahead and disconnect the fuel truck, and we will let GSX know we are ready for boarding after I reload SimBrief. Total route time is about 2 hours and 40 minutes. We'll probably spend, I want to say, 2 hours and 15 minutes or so. 2 hours and 30 minutes in the air. So, not too long of a flight, but also not too short. Just right for one flight for a stream. Anyhow, let's go back to the summary page. We'll get GSX up and request boarding. Alright, let's go ahead and dive into it. I'm going to go into the FMC, pause in it. Reference airport is going to be KSEA for Seattle. And we are at gate, what did I say, Alpha 6? I know it's on the ground back there. Yeah, Alpha 6.
Do you want to board crew?
Let's board the pilots. Usually the pursers would already be on board. And let's see if this actually accepts the gate that we're at. Oh wow, it actually did. It didn't say that it wasn't found. Alright, origin KC, and we're going to KDEN, Denver. Flight number today is going to be United, so UAL 641. And actually, I could have waited. I'm going to go ahead and request my flight plan since I've already filed it and I've got the SimBrief downloader. Once now, Vivate.
Passengers boarding starting.
We've already got our parking brake on. That's good. Route uplink ready. Go ahead and load that in. Cool. Now we can put our flight number in UAL 641. And we're going to be taking off runway 34 right. Alright. Go to departures. And we pull up SimToolkit Pro. Alright, so like I said, 34 right will be taking the Seattle 8 departure. With no particular transition, it defaults to SEA, which is fine. We're going to be skipping over that most likely because of how the route is. It's a little wonky. I'm going to go back to index. Our arrival into Denver currently is 16 right. I don't really see the winds changing much before we get there, but there is some weather in the area, so we will see once we get nearby. That'll be through the Tishner transition. And we will be taking the flat I3 arrival, wherever it is. There it is. Through the MJane transition. Go back to route, we'll go ahead and activate and execute that. I know it's a little out of order, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at this particular flight plan. Yeah, see, it wants us to go out to the north and essentially turn around, go, like, cross back over the airport, and that's insane. I'm not doing all that. So what we'll do is, let's see where this 840 is exactly. Okay, directly off of the runway. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take SEA because we can create nav points and send it out at heading 344 for, let's say, 5 miles. And we will get invalid entry. Oh, maybe because... Yeah, we can't have it before. Let's see. Let's try this. I know it doesn't make any sense, but we're gonna try it. Heading 344 for 5 miles. Nope, invalid entry. You know what? That's fine. We'll delete that second one. Which apparently we can't. Invalid delete. Maybe delete the vector? No, can't do that either. Well then, you know what? We will fly out on runway heading. We'll do whatever we damn well please. Let's see, what does the departure info say? We'll read that first. Let's pick off obstacle notes. Not really looking for. And of course, Sim Toolkit Pro is being laggy again. Gotta love it, gotta love it. It doesn't actually say anything for that departure. About... Nope, it doesn't say anything either. Well, shit. Yeah, I guess we'll do this the old-fashioned way. We'll just go climb out on runway heading, and then we'll vector ourselves. I was going to do vatsim, but we don't have any controllers online in this region or on our way to Denver, so I didn't really see a point. Yeah, there's nothing between here en route to Denver. We've got Vancouver Center online, but they're too far north for us to be in their jurisdiction, so yeah, I don't see much reason in using vatsim at all, really. Okay, well, anyhow, like I was saying, here's what we'll do. We'll just go out on runway heading and do what we gotta do from there. I'm gonna tune this. Yeah, 344 is the runway heading. Alright, init ref, let's go ahead and do our performance initialization. Gonna be flying at flight level 370 for this flight. And our winds in cruise are... What? 061 for 1. Never seen that before, but okay. ISO deviation 0, so we're not going to change that. We'll get our 0 fuel weight in there. Inrest plus alternate fuel is going to be 6.4. And our cost index is 37. Execute that. Alright, in one limit, we will turn to the AS Airplane Toolbox, because I do still use that for the PMDGs. Because we still don't have the tablet for the PMDG 7.3, so gotta use what I got. I'll go ahead and calculate that. Alright, so taking off runway 34 right, it's showing for our weight and the conditions, we'll do an assumed temperature of 44 degrees Celsius with a 24 kd rate and a flap setting of 1. Fantastic. Next page, runway wind, 29047. Go back. Alright, V1 at 149, rotate at the same speed, and then we've got V2 at 152, so I'm going to go ahead and dial in V2 plus 10, 162. Go ahead and get the flight directors on, arm the auto throttle, and set this to our cruising altitude at 37,000. Cool. Do VNAV, we'll leave LNAV alone for now. And close that. Alright, boarding is completed. I am going to go ahead and manually turn on the seatbelt sign. Go ahead and tune this. 37,000, and what is our landing altitude in Denver? It should be like 6.5K, if I recall. Oh, I'm sorry, no, 5.3. 5,300. There we go. Alright, now that we've got all that dialed in, let's do a quick check of the overhead. Everything's good there. Good there. Panel brightness is fine. On the APU power. Alright, I'm not quite ready to go ahead and push back yet, so let's get to that point. TA only. Radios and everything else are perfectly fine. Trim is set for 4.99 units, so we'll just set the trim for 5. That's plenty close enough. Alright, trim set. Go ahead and back out of plan mode. We'll go back to map mode. Traffic, data. Put the FPV up there. Let's see, what else? We are pretty much good to push back at this point, really. Everyone's boarded. They're done loading in baggage. Let me go ahead and do a quick recall, wherever the heck that ran off to. I always forget where it is. There is no call. Where's the recall button? I know it's there somewhere. I don't know. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and get the system info up over there. Go ahead and remove the chocks. Get our anti-collision light on. Go ahead and get the fuel pumps running. And we will ask GSX to very kindly push us back out of our gate. Well, hello there.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I would hope so. I did ask for it. Alright, let's do some last minute checks in the FMC climb. We don't have anywhere to put in climb wind forecast, so that's fine. Gonna be cruising at 0.79 Mach. Fuel left at Denver is reported to be about 9.6. At least it thinks it'll be about 9.6. take a look in here. Denver. Estimated fuel on board is 7.8. So it's a little higher than necessary. We've got a little bit of extra fuel in there, but we'll probably burn that off in the climb, so we shall see. Yes, lock my gear. Good. Alright, we'll go ahead and set the altimeter now. I don't really need to look at what it is. If you just hit B on the keyboard, in most aircraft, it'll automatically set it here. It should set it there, and it should set it over on the FO side as well. I do believe nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Go ahead and get the parking brake off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Solid. Alright, we'll go up top. Get out, turn the packs off. And then once we are back out of space, I'll go ahead and get the engines running up. Alright, that should be plenty far enough. Go ahead and run up number 1, or engine 1 to ground rather. Over 20% on the N2. There it is. Go ahead and introduce fuel. Brother, you are standing in a bad spot. I was that start valve open. Alright, I heard it click off. We'll go ahead and engine 2 over to ground. Fuel cut off to idle. GSX, what are you doing? I don't understand you. I really don't. Alright, start valve just shut on engine 2. Let's head up to the overhead. Kill the APU bleed. Go ahead and get the packs back on. And it's good there. Over onto the engine generators. And everything else is Gucci. Go ahead and shut down the APU. Let her cool down. Alright, now that we've got our engines running, we've got hydraulic and generator power. Alles ist fair. Oh, probably won't step climb. Okay, I don't know what GSX is doing, and I doubt GSX knows what they're doing, so I'm gonna just go ahead and stop the pushback here. What are you doing? Don't go running off on me.
Please set parking brakes.
I did. I did that. Swears it. Okay. There we go. Alright, we'll go ahead and get the auto brakes over to RTO. Like I said, we're going to be doing flaps 1 for this departure. We got a nice long runway, so that shouldn't be an issue. Everything down here should still be good. Don't need to do much of anything else. Cool, cool. They're gonna disconnect or... There they go. I love how his head is in the bottom of the plane.
Unlocking gear.
Wait until they're disconnected and backed away from the plane to do our controls check.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Cool, cool.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, so let's go ahead and full left, full right, center, full rear, full forward, center, and if we could actually see it, full left rudder, full right rudder, centered. Alright, controls are clear. Bye, buddy. Have a good one. I can get to run my turn-offs and Nope, not the APU. Thank you. I said the taxi lights. So I am still getting used to using Track IR and Flight Sim. Let me pull up. Alright, so we're going to be going to 3-4 right. So what I'm going to do is follow this taxiway out and around. And then make a left turn on Bravo. And then enter the runway at, it looks like Bravo 1. Alright. Good to get going. Parking brakes off, let's give it a little thrust. As my buddy Sam would say, let's muster some thruster. Bye, Seattle. I don't remember who the scenery is by, but actually, this is Hayworth scenery for Seattle. Guys, if you guys can hear me hitting my vape. Just follow this around the terminal. See, I am not a big fan of that dead zone in the center. I've got to get rid of that. $16 views so far, and 1 concurrent viewer. Hello, whoever you are. Thanks for being here. I do like talking to chat, by the way, so if you are here, go ahead and say something in chat. I'd like a conversation. It's one of the things about streaming that you just normally wouldn't really think about. It is extremely boring to stream when there's nobody in chat because you've got, unless like it's a very active game, unlike Microsoft Flight Sim, it's very, very hard to keep yourself entertained. And I could have went out that way, but it's alright. And it looks like this goes straight to the Era. I'm gonna continue following this around down to the end. I mean, we have plenty of runway. I've got one hell of a margin. Yeah, well, not too much actually. 1,030 feet from the start of the runway. So yeah, we'll go all the way to the end just to minimize the risk of any hullabaloo happening, anything weird, or like a runway overrun. Let's have no excursions today. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this first one over to the runway instead of going around that way. Slow it down. Stop right here. Nice. Alright. Do one more quick look over everything. I do believe we're pretty much ready for takeoff. I'm going to go ahead and arm heading select along with VNAV. Get the landing lights on. Get our strobes running. Oh, we've got clear weather, so we don't need continuous ignition. Other than that, everything else is already good to go. We've got RTO. Flap set for takeoff at 1. And we've got our V speeds. Everything's good. Let's go ahead and get out there on the runway. Before we do, though, give a quick little bing bong to the attendants. I know we're pulling out here. Nothing on final. Nothing right. Going a little too fast. Let's slow it down. Okay, maybe slowed it down a little too much. And since we're already pretty much at 40% and get up to 40%, let it stabilize. Brakes. Alright, 40% stabilized. Everything's looking good. We are configured and ready to go. Go ahead and push the throttles up. Let toga go. Push forward a little bit.
Airspeed's alive. Knots.
Cross checked. Slow rotation up to 10 degrees. Gear up. A hand flyer for a little bit. Go ahead and arm the well, not arm, but we'll go ahead and engage the autopilot there. Let it climb as it wishes. We'll stay out on this heading for another mile or two. I don't know what exactly VNAV is doing, but alright, let's go ahead and turn right. Go 7-4. Our flaps up. I was a little late there on that. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and go direct normie. Go LNAV. Oh crap, that's what I forgot to do. TARA. Ay. Always forgetting something. So for those of you that have seen it already, what do you guys think about the new flight sim that they just announced, 2024? I think it's a little too early to be trying to do a new iteration of the sim, but I mean, kind of what they did with FS 2004 and FSX, but, you know, far be it from me to question the great and mighty Microsoft. Alright, autobrick can come off. You can go ahead and get off the taxi lights. Everything else up top is good to go. And we're all good. Go ahead and keep climbing. Yeah, no, the new flight sim. It looks very much like it's just building off of what we've already got here in FS 2020, which is perfectly fine, of course. It's their right to do that. They own the technology and code and all that, but I just don't see a need for it when they could have just added the stuff that they're putting into this flight sim, unless they're doing a full, like, basic rewrite of the code. Alright, landing lights, runway turn off lights off. Everything there is fine. Go ahead and get the gear lever set to off. We're just gonna keep climbing up to our cruise. See, what was I saying? Oh yeah, FS 2024. I mean, okay, so FS 2020 was written, if I recall, DirectX 12. And pre-Vulkan and all that. Well, no, not pre-Vulkan. Vulkan's been around forever and a day, but they never, you know, coded in hard support for it. Maybe they're doing this whole new sim with bits and pieces of, like, the best technology from FS 2020 and just kind of building upon that with a new base layer. But I don't know. I do not know. And apparently, from what I understand, that one's going to have native shared cockpit, so that'll be fun. Especially when Joey is back. Speaking of Joey, he's currently on vacation visiting family back where we grew up, so he won't be here for a while. If I recall, he's going to be gone for a month or so. Joey, if you're there, let me know how long exactly you will be gone. Is it a month or 2 months or what? Anyhow, let's take a look at some of this scenery. I gotta be honest, I really miss winter. I really miss winter. I like flying around in cold temperatures and, you know, blankets of cloud everywhere and, you know what I mean? Just, it's absolutely gorgeous. Climbing rather slowly, which, I mean, is fine. We've got quite a ways to go. As far as I understand, our top of climb is, yeah, 112 miles. So we're gonna be climbing for a while here. However, we are above 10,000. I would say I'd like to turn off the seatbelt signs. However, I've flown out of this area a lot, and I know that flying over these mountains is really bumpy, so I'm going to leave it on for now until we get up higher. Once we pass probably like 20,000, I'll go ahead and let everyone in the back move around and whatnot. Yeah, see, we're starting to get a little turbulence there. Oh, the sim is just gorgeous. And I'm super excited for all the updating that they've been doing in the AU2 beta. Like, I did not expect that without mods, we'd have a very, very capable 787 and Her Majesty, the Queen of the Skies, the 7.4. I'm really excited about those. Really, really excited. I'm so I my for yeah, English hard. So I think what I'm gonna do is from now on I'm gonna stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturday. I think Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 2 p.m. Either 12 or 2. I'm not entirely sure which. Maybe 12, but we'll see. And a lot like Captain Canada, I think what I'm going to do is when I do stream, each week is going to be a particular aircraft. So like all of this week, with the exception of tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'm going to stream tomorrow just because it's my birthday. And I think I'm going to fly either the 787 or the 747, but I'm not sure which. They won't be long haul flights. They'll be probably some short haul domestic routes. Maybe I'll head over to Asia, do a flight in Japan or something like that. But it's been a long time since I've flown in Japan. But the rest of this week, for Wednesday and Saturday stream, I'm going to be flying the PMDG again. And then next week, I'll switch it up with either the two I just mentioned or the Phoenix or, whatever. Hell, maybe we'll fly the fly-by-wire or the Headwind A330. I have not flown the Neo yet. Well, no, I did fly it recently. Not on stream or anything, of course, but I did fly it recently. And there were just some bits missing from the PFD. However, that might also be due to the little antivirus bug that they were having where Windows Defender was uninstalling shit for no reason, thinking that it was malware. So I'll have to do a flight off stream or off camera in the Headwind to see if that's been resolved now, because I quite like the Headwind A330. That Neo's gorgeous. I feel like it'd be rather fun to fly around in. I'm gonna do some Delta ops. Excuse me for a second, I'm gonna take a quick drink of water. Alright, and I'm back. Yeah, Sim Toolkit Pro is lagging again. Let me see. I'm gonna restart it. Oh, Jesus. Restore flight. Alright, that's a lot better. I'm looking at the stream, I just realized I don't have the telemetry data up. Sorry about that. Now you guys can see altitude and whatnot. Alright, so we've already swapped over to standard. It looks like the air has chosen to mellow out a bit up here at almost flight level 250. Low pressure. My center tanks are almost empty. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the seatbelt signs off. And we'll go ahead and kill the center pumps. Give you guys a nice frontal wing view to the engine and that lovely terrain down below. So a recent upgrade I got, I don't know if I talked about it in the AAU2 streams, but I now have a RTX 4080 in my computer, so I have DLSS frame generation. And let me tell you, it is nice to have. With the exception of, it does some weird blurry things with the engine fan, the inlet fan on the engines. The 737, I've noticed it a lot, as well as the 787. The intake fans on those just look a mess because it's trying to create frames between the actual frames that don't always exactly match up or aren't always smooth. So when you've got a lot of motion, it causes a problem like that. But something I can overlook to have 90 plus FPS. Coming up now on Blewett, 5 miles from there. 66 miles to our top of the climb now. So what I could do is come out of our econ climb and go, well, I wouldn't do max rate, just considering how high up we are, but let's see. Performance, N1 limit. Alright. I'll leave this alone. We'll let it climb how it wants to. See what our progress page says about what we'll have left at Denver. Yeah, now it's 8.6. So yeah, that'll start coming down. I did notice that a lot of the times your actual fuel you have left by the time you land and what the flight plan estimates you'll have left by the time you land is usually way different. Usually you have a lot more left than what the flight plan thinks you'll have left, so it'd be nice to kind of rein that in a little bit to get it more accurate. Got eyes on our top of the climb now. At least within 80 miles. I'm gonna take a quick look at what the weather looks like in Denver right now. Oh, looks like that storm's spreading out. So we're gonna have some cloud cover when we get to Denver. Hayden, Vegas. Let's see. Arrival info. Denver arrival info hotel. Winds are 120 for 15 knots. Got 10 miles visibility. A few clouds at 4,000. Broken at 6,500. Broken at 12,000. 17 degrees Celsius there with a altimeter reading of 3002. Let's see. Expect ILS, RNAV, or visual approach, runway 16 right, runway 16 left, and runway 17 right. What are we scheduled to come in? I think it's 16 right. Yeah, 16 right. Okay, so 16 right is still the active. We should be coming in from the north, landing south, and then we'll have a lot of runway to run out on, and we can just pretty much take a left at Whiskey Bravo and go straight into the concourse. Let's go ahead and get some music going here. What do you mean invalid email and password? Come on then. There we go. Just some lo-fi. Turn down the sim a bit. So we've got another hour and some in the air. 8. No, I don't need that camera view. I do like this one. Give me a minute, I will be back shortly. Alrighty, I'm back. Satnam Singh says K. Don't know what you mean by that, buddy, but okay. Looks like we have reached our cruising altitude. It's just another hour and a half until we get to Denver. $584 miles to top of descent. Alright, so it's looking like our optimum cruise altitude will be 38,100. But I think I'm gonna just stay at 370. Wow, the actual wind up here is actually negligible. I've never seen that. Looks to me like the who's it? The jet stream was shifted. At solo, it's not even registering. That's kind of insane. Usually at this cruising altitude on this route, you'd be battered by 100 plus knot winds. Let's take another look at the vatsim map and see. Yeah, still nothing from here to Denver. I almost said Detroit, but here to Denver, not a thing. I'm trying to think of what route we should do tomorrow. I think. Ooh, I had a thought. Well, I don't know if Austin. No, I don't think Austin has any gates that are big enough for the 787. Definitely not for the 7.4. If we were to do the 7.4, it would have to be a cargo flight. Because I'd really like to go to Austin, either fly out of there or fly into there, but I don't know if I can, because I'd rather like to use the 7.8 if I can. If not, then 7.4 would be fine, but I don't think either of those can fit anywhere at Austin, so maybe a different airport. We could do. I have an idea. How about maybe Atlanta up to Detroit and then back down? Because that's not a long flight at all. I would like to go from like Fort Lauderdale or Miami up to Detroit, but that's a bit of a long flight. Matter of fact, let me actually check. We'll see what kind of flight that is. Miami to ADTW. And a B78X. 2 hours and 55 minutes. That's actually not bad. Pretty much same length as this flight. And then from Detroit down to Miami, it'd be 2 hours and 50 minutes. I might do that. We might do Detroit to Miami. I don't know if I'll have enough time to fly back though, because after that stream, by the time I'm done with that, Sasha will be back, and tomorrow's her stream day, and we'll be playing Satisfactory over on her stream, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm digging this music. No, not that view. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Oh. Holy messages. Okie dokie. So what shall we do with the time we have? Hour and 25 minutes. Let's see. Now let's go ahead and there's no point doing that quite yet. We're gonna go ahead and throw in the descent forecast, but I don't really see much of a reason to. Let's fix a couple of these views, shall we? This one's actually pretty good. 7, 8. So the one we made a little bit ago. I think I'll stick with this one for now. Batteries needed a good switcheroo. So Streamlabs desktop has overlay. It's not showing up. Because it may not work with some games that run exclusively in full screen. Let's see if it's a joke. Put it in a second. Not seeing anything still. I don't know. Maybe. Let's test a widget. See if that shows up. Not seeing that either. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out at some point. It'd be nice to be able to have chat, you know, overlaid over my game so that I can see it looking forward, and I can have all my nav stuff up on the right screen, which that didn't go to the right place. Get back over there. Currently flying over northern Idaho. Looks like we're going to be experiencing some cloud cover here soon. Yeah, there it is. And it's just going to keep getting thicker and thicker until we get to Denver. Or it'll make a liar out of me and it won't keep getting thicker until we get to Denver, and it'll just stay weird, fluffy, and patchy like it is. Who knows? I guess we will find out. Really hoping that by the time this week is over, we get to 100 subs. That'd be awesome. I really want to do the giveaway stream, but I want to wait until we hit 100 subs. Then I'll probably do them every, like, milestone we hit. So, like, the first one will be at 100, second will be at, like, 500, third one will be at, like, 1,000, then 2,000, and so on and so forth. $460. I really wish we had some ATC coverage. At the very least, we'd have that chatter in the background, but sadly, again, no one's online at the moment. We need good scenery for Salt Lake City. Because I love that airport. I absolutely love that airport. But I can never fly into it because, number one, its terminals are just office buildings that are shaped weird. Number two, the airport's honestly really, really bad. Like, I don't know if anyone has tried flying into Salt Lake City or spawned there and it immediately your eye sockets caught fire because it's so fugly, but it's bad. Default Salt Lake City is horrid. you are here, please don't forget. Drop me a like down there. I need it. Want it. Need it bad. Please. You to like this live stream. And if you like my content, go ahead and give me a sub. Follow the channel. We'll be hopefully, barring any other random happenings, uploading and streaming quite prolifically soon, or in the near future. So I will be around. And I am starting to finally work on getting my Discord together. I mean, technically I've had it for God knows how long, but I've never done anything with it. But starting to put that together. I'm trying to figure out the bots and all that, so it's going to be a bit, but I think once it's finished, it's going to be rather nice. And again, if anyone is here and you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button, I am planning on, once we hit 100 subscribers, doing a giveaway stream where I would like to do a giveaway of either the Phoenix or one of the PMDG 737s. Pretty much all I can really do is start the giveaway raffle, and whoever wins, I'll just have to talk with on Discord, and I will PayPal you the $50 or whatever it is. I'm still not sure exactly what I want to give away, but it will be something very nice. I promise you that. But yeah, that'll happen at 100 subs. Whenever we hit that, I feel like that's a nice mile marker for first giveaway stream. Sorry, my sister texted me. An hour and 9 minutes to go. Soon to be over central Idaho now. I'm getting into an area with some weather. Let me take a look. Yeah, Denver is currently having some interesting weather going on down there, so that'll be fun to fly into. Hopefully it won't be too bumpy on the way down. Let's do a quick check of fuel and such against what we should be at. Alright, next one we're gonna pass is Kilo Uniform 87 Mike. Kilo Uniform 87 Mike. We should have 13.3 left when we hit that point, estimated anyway. And currently we're at 13.6. We are pretty much on the fuel schedule. Let's see what it thinks we'll have left by the time we get to Denver. 8.6, and estimated fuel on board for Denver is 7.8. Yeah, actually not too far off. And we'll probably end up burning a little bit more on the way there, so we'll see. We don't have any really headwind component. If anything, it's a slight, and I mean slight, wind from the back. Mostly from the left side. That is going to cause some drag, but not very much at all. 20 knots, Jesus, that's it. Back during winter, we were having some gnarly winds aloft at like 130. I've seen 160 some knots before. Fucking tailwind. It was insane. That is why flying west to east is a heck of a lot more efficient than flying east to west. It takes a lot less time as well, because usually you have that jet stream behind you pushing you forward, or working against you in the case of flying west instead of east. But well, hey there, Bentley Gaming. Thanks for joining. How are you today? That is a cute pupper. Let's take a look. Big Matt Denver weather. Salt Lake City. Valid until 1755. It's 1828, so that's already invalidated. Departure destination. 50 for 11 knots, 10 statute miles. Ooh, excuse me. No tabs. Let's see. Departure, SID, approach procedures for Seattle. Denver runway 725 safety area, not standard north side. Denver runway 16 left, 34 right, safety area, not standard south edge. Cracks on blast pad, doesn't matter for us. We'll be on the other runway, or one of the other runways. Departure, approach procedures. Well, nothing else from Bentley Gaming, it looks like. Very sad, very, very sad. But I'd like to have someone to talk to. I do not know why I've gone to Russian accent, but I have. Alright, товарищ. Looks like we're about to be getting out of the area of the Rockies here soon. You know what? Boise is always an option for tomorrow's stream. See, I could go from Boise. Ooh. We could do that. I've gotta check the airport after this stream. However, tomorrow we might be able to do a 787 flight from Las Vegas up to Boise, and then maybe from there head up back to Seattle. It all depends on the timing, of course, but I think that would be a rather cool flight to do. Alright, so I've bought a lot of random sceneries here and there. If I remember correctly, I have Anchorage, Alaska. I'd really love to do a stream going in or out of Anchorage in a 7.4. That would be freaking awesome. So I've got Anchorage, Vancouver, Seattle. I have payware scenery for Los Angeles and San Diego. Phoenix, Arizona. I've got some freeware scenery for Tucson. I've got Las Vegas, Boise, of course Denver, Austin, Texas. Where else? Not Des Moines, Iowa. There's another one that I have somewhere in the Midwest. I think it's St. Louis. But I also have Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Then there's Charlotte, North Carolina. I've got Indianapolis. Indianapolis is one that I absolutely love. That giant FedEx up there. It's really nice to use. I've got Detroit. I've got Chicago O'Hare. I've got Boston. Washington Dulles. I've got some freeware scenery for Cleveland, Ohio. And over in Europe, I have AnyBuild's London Heathrow. I've got some really good freeware scenery for Gatwick. EG&S, Isle of Man. My one buddy actually bought me scenery for the Isle of Man because he's from there. We wanted to fly in and out of there together, so we got that, or I got that. I've got Ibiza, and then Other than that, I don't believe I own any other paywares around the world. However, if I can start making some money from this, I'd really love to use that money to buy things for Flight Sim and for the stream in general. Also, if anyone is interested, I am planning on doing some performance testing in VR and DCS to see if I could either stream or record that. Now that I know how to do it, it's actually rather simple. I struggled with figuring out how to do that a while back. But apparently all you gotta do is pull up the Oculus Mirror tool and then either record or stream like from that as a target. So I'll be trying that out here soon. We'll see how that goes. If you see DCS content, it went well. If you don't, then it absolutely bombed. That's pretty much all I can say. About to fly over Idaho Falls. And it's just a rather sizable stint, actually, through Wyoming, through the southwestern corner of Wyoming, and then once we cross the border into Colorado, it'll pretty much be our top descent. We'll be on down into Denver. We've got about an hour left in the air. Actually, what does Flight Life Studio say? Yeah, about an hour. Time to ground is about an hour. So we've got 2 viewers at the moment. Hello, hello, welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you would very kindly throw something into the chat, I'd really like to talk to someone. Makes these times through cruise go a heck of a lot better. You know what? If I really want to start doing vatsim again, what I need to do is fly in Europe. Because holy crap, Europe's pretty much always got like pretty substantial coverage. Like currently I could do a flight from like Dublin to London and pretty much have coverage, ATC coverage the entire way. Not to mention I absolutely love the British controllers on vatsim. Fantastic chaps. Pretty much all of Germany has coverage right now. That's pretty sweet. Lufthansa flight would be nice. So what I'd really like to do is flight from London, either Gatwick or Heathrow, down to darn, what the heck is it? Punta Gorda? Or whatever it's called. Down on oh no, Palermo, that's it. Down on Sicily. That airport's really nice. As well as Nice, France. Nice, France has a really nice airport. I think that's one of the ones that Sobo or whoever, either Sobo or Microsoft, whatever, teamed up with actual scenery developers, because when they were doing the quote-unquote handcrafted airports themselves, they were not good. I mean, like, for example, Atlanta's okay. It's not, like, fantastic, but it's not terrible. I gotta be honest, I really do not like Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. I don't know why. I just, for some strange reason, really don't like it. However, Princess Juliana International, TNCM, that airport, I don't think you could get much better than the scenery done for that particular airport. It is amazing. I need to fly down there again at some point, because I remember I think I did one stream before flying down there. Need to do it again. Looks like Vancouver Center went offline. Oh, EasyJet Sim Pilot is online right now. What's he doing? Copenhagen to Manchester in the Phoenix 320. Very nice. Now, I know it'll never reach his ears, but I'd really love to congratulate 737NG driver on A, his new job, and B, upgrading to an A330. That is a pretty cool upgrade. I am sad that he won't be flying the 7.3 anymore, and I'm sure he is a little bit too, but knowing how pilots are, he is most definitely up for the challenge. I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but he may have accidentally confirmed that he used to fly for Ryanair on a stream that I was watching the other day. I don't know if that was still supposed to be confidential information or not, but he did mention it. But then again, who knows? He might have said that before and it wasn't really that much of a secret, but as far as I know, airlines that have pilots that are YouTube famous or followed like that, they tend to have policies of never telling people who they fly for. I see we've got 2 viewers in at the moment. Had 3, but it went down to 2. Hello, hello. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you stick around for a bit. Currently flying over Idaho Falls, about to be. I think we're technically within city limits, although I'm not entirely sure. However, from what I can see on SimToolkit Pro, we do have quite the weather ahead of us. This is going to be some interesting stuff to fly through. A lot of scattered storms, but once we get closer to Denver, I'm not really sure which way that's moving, but once we get closer to Denver, it's going to be rather interesting. We're going to be descending through it. I absolutely love flying in, I don't want to say bad weather, but less than perfect VFR conditions. The deeper into IFR you get, the happier I am. I've always been that weirdo that when I get on a plane and we have to fly through a thunderstorm while everyone else is screaming in terror, I'm screaming, squealing in excitement. And that's the crazy thing. I love flying. Absolutely adore flying, but I'm terrified of heights. I don't know how that works out, but my brain is not normal. Concurrent viewers dropped to 1. Somebody left. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. I won't hold it against you. Too long. Alright, estimated time on route. There's about 53 minutes remaining. Been live for an hour and 43 already. Jesus, it does not feel like that long. Alright, let's see how many track miles are there. 278 miles to top of descent. Alright, let's do another quick fuel check. Next point is M. And it estimates 9.7 on board at M. The plane estimates will be at 10.2. So we'll keep an eye on that, but I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. Yeah, we're going to be landing with a little extra fuel, but that is perfectly fine. We're definitely within max landing weight limits. Oh, by the way, this is a tool I found on flightsim.to called ThinBrief Panel. And what it does is, once you've got it installed and you've got your flight plan generated and whatnot, and it's essentially published, what you do is you go, well, for those of you that are using the top bar here, you'd go up there and hit SimBrief Panel, and then it would show you this where it says no plan, and you just hit fetch. It'll pull up the latest SimBrief flight plan that you've made. Which reminds me, I need to go ahead and turn off the default toolbar. And as you guys can see, this is a tool I'm using called Flow. It is available, I think, through Orbex. Yeah, this is the free version. And pretty much it gets rid of that bar that comes down at the top, so that... And the reason I even got it was honestly kind of petty. I'm gonna be real with you. I really hated it when I would go to the overhead panel and try to turn on the dome light, and that bar comes down with all the things on it. I hated that. I hate it so much. And then I saw on YouTube another YouTuber using that flow, and I'm like, oh, you can get rid of the toolbar? Oh, hell yeah. What is this lake? That is... Oh, the Palisades Reservoir. And from what it looks like on the map, this edge of it marks the border between Wyoming and Idaho. So we will be crossing into Wyoming very, very shortly. Oh, I love this music. Anything that has those like soft trumpet tones, absolutely one with the soul right there. It's like I listen to a lot of Suicide Boys, and there's this one particular playlist that I like to listen to. It starts out with I think Running Through the Sevens with My Woadies, and the like trumpet in the background. Oh, hi, Sasha. But like the trumpet in the background just does things to me. Are those unicorns? Yeah, those are unicorns. Okay. Okay. Alright, we've got 246 miles to go. I can get rid of that system page. I forgot about that. Soon to be crossing into Wyoming. Ooh, I haven't flown into Jackson Hole in forever. How far? What do you mean, kinky? You know, actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Oh, wait, that is... Hold on, is that Jax? That looks like the valley that Jackson Hole is in. I think it is. I recognize those mountains. Jackson Hole is like over here. The airport, anyway, is like right in here. And take off this way, coming out over those mountains. And you usually follow the valley out and climb. I remember there was one flight that I did in the Phoenix where, I don't know why, but the climb rate, like right after takeoff, was really, really low. And started getting terrain warnings as I'm flying, like climbing through the clouds. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. Yeah. Put fibers in my mouth. I absolutely love this new blanket. However, I am probably gonna need to take a lint roller to it. Or maybe not. It is massive. That would take far too long. This is a king-size blanket. Tell you what though, I will not wake up shivering again. Sasha, I just want you to know you ended up giving me the urge to want to play War Thunder. You did this to me. I just want you to understand that. You did this to me. Like, probably not the MiG-23 like you were flying. Oh, maybe the MiG-23, but like, I haven't taken out my F-16 in quite some time. Heck, I haven't actually played War Thunder in quite some time. Don't do not worth. Yeah, I know. I'm mostly waiting until they put out the economic changes roadmap. Got the AGM-65 for the A10A. Nice. I still have not researched the A10. I really need to. This music is the good vibes. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, we've crossed the border into Wyoming. Actually, by a good bit. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Radar shows a pretty substantial thunder cell behind us currently, and I'm not seeing it. I really wish they just managed to get the weather right. It's like this scattered clouds, almost nothingness. That is not what actually exists here yet, this particular point in time. 49Ls, 665s, all the rockets, and 2 500-pound bombs. My God. If I had more like mappable buttons and whatnot on my HOTAS, I'd probably get the A10 for DCS, but that's never gonna happen, so. And then again, the F-18 does not as much, but can dish out some serious ground punishment, so I don't really have need for the A10, in DCS at least. Reminds me, I really want to start looking for a new squadron for myself. I need people to fly with. I miss DCS a lot. I really want to get the freaking South Atlantic map, but can't really afford that right now. 25 minutes of fuel is a light loadout. Good God. Oh, then again, it doesn't have an afterburner, so 45 minutes is freaking plenty. Like, imagine flying that A10 in sim, like, with your, like, in sim and VR with your HOTAS and everything. You, specifically, would be nearly unstoppable. Oh, 40 on sale at the moment. I said South Atlantic earlier, didn't I? I meant the Sinai map. I'd love to have that map. Still got quite a few ways to go. 184 miles to top of descent. You know what? I wonder if we're saving on fuel right now because of the econ cruise that I'm currently in. Let's see, where is MJ again? Is this? Here it is, MJ 9.7. We'll hit that at 10.2. Target speed. I don't want to push that to 0.8. How much headroom? Not much. Let's push it to 0.8. I know it's not much, but we'll see if that comes down to 9.7. Alright, now this cloud cover is a little more believable. And we'll leave it here. I'm really liking this paint job. I mean, if I'm being honest, Rise of Skywalker was kind of a lackluster movie. I really love this paint job. And no, Sasha, it's not just because it's black and red. I swear on me, Mom. Three concurrent viewers. Hello, hello. About half an hour out from Denver. We're also about halfway through our stint through the bottom left corner of Wyoming. The good news is that since we're doing coming in 16 right, the way that this particular star is mapped out, it leads right into Tishner, which is the transition point for the arrival in the 16 right. So we're gonna have a nice long extended arrival. Plenty of time to get down and slow down and whatnot and capture the glide slope from a good altitude. However, it looks like the winds have changed in Denver. It's currently showing me a 16 knot crosswind and a 1 knot headwind for 16 right. I'm gonna check the ATIS again, see if anything's changed. Arrival info, let's see. Expect ILS, RDAV, or visual approach 16 right, 16 left, or 17 right. Okay, so we're still 16, the 16s are still active. That's going to be one hefty crosswind. I mean, granted, what is it, 16 knot crosswind isn't super high, but it's, as long as it's not gusty, it should be fine. I have a lot of trouble with landings when it's really gusty. It'll get better over time, but still, it's agitating to deal with. Alright, let's check our mileage to TD. 134 miles. No biggie. Starting to get a headache for some reason. I'm not a fan. Just noticed that my stream currently using my old logo. I'm not sure where I'd set that. I think that's from Streamlabs. No, it's not Streamlabs. I do believe it's possible. That's just YouTube itself. Huh. I'll have to look into that. Well, yeah, it is actually there. Oh. I see. I never updated my actual, what should we call it? I never updated my profile picture on YouTube. My YouTube, because it's pulling that from my YouTube profile image. I'll have to fix that. I don't like how the corners of that are cut off. So I ended up making a round one. Alright, let's real quick check the mileage again. 102 miles. We'll wait a little longer. It's nice that there's starting to be some actual cloud cover. It looks like streaming in 1080p, downscaled from 4K, seems to work out rather nicely. I'm not getting any frame drops or anything. So I think I might be able to bump it up to 1440p for the next time. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully that doesn't end up causing any problems, because tomorrow's my birthday stream and I really don't want it to start off with issues. I might just leave it until after then. Is it possible for me to change it in the middle of the stream? Custom. Was it 2560 by 1440? Yeah, no, I can't change it while I'm actually streaming. Which is fine, I understand that, but... Maybe it did, actually. Let me check over on my other... Yeah, no, it's still maxed out at 1080. I mean, which 1080 doesn't look bad. Just... If I could, I'd like to have it higher. As far as I know, I won't put too much of a strain on my upload speed. You be turning. Okay, making that left turn at MJ currently. Let's see what the fuel situation is. 10,000 flat, and Sim Brief had expected 9.7. Yeah, so we're about 300 pounds over. Which again, perfectly fine. Going by that though, we should be at 8.1 when we get to Denver. Or probably higher than that, considering we'll burn a lot less on the descent. 77 miles to top of descent. I guess we could start getting things set up and configured for our approach and arrival. Alright, so let's take a look here. Matter of fact, I will pull this out and move it over here so y'all can see it too. Or not. Oh, time to dump people out. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Everyone in rows like 20 back, I'm gonna have to ask you all to exit the aircraft. And we'll balance out everyone else. Okay, that's not gonna stay open apparently. So I'll just put that back over there. Alright, we're looking at a localizer frequency of 111.9er. Cool, got that over. Switch that to active. Final approach course of 173. Went way too far. Set that on the other side. And our glide slope intercept altitude looks like it's going to be 7,000 at Jetson. So go ahead and roll the altitude down on the MCP. Decision height is 5526. Unlock the scroll wheel for this one. God, even with my scroll wheel just freely spinning, this takes forever. It's 5,000. Alright. I would say 5526. Alright, well, we've got that in. And then airport elevation is at 5,300. We've already got that set up there. Let's take a look at the missed approach briefing. Missed approach will climb to 5,900 feet and a climbing right turn at 12,000, heading 218 and outbound on the FQF VOR at a radial of 254 degrees to Bruges. Intercept FQF at 26 miles and hold or as directed by ATC. Transition altitude 18,000. Alright. Cool beans. And since we'll be coming in via Tishner, actually, let me check the actual arrival data and make sure that everything matches up. Hop over to the legs page. First constraint's going to be Hippie at flight level 270. That is in there. Then flat between 19 and 22,000. That is also in there. And Eldo between 16,000 and 21,000, which is in there at 250 knots. And then from there it is be safe at or below 15. Good. and then be done between 15 and 14,000 at 210 knots. And then after that, it should be Tishner at 13 and 210. Cool. Everything lines up. Alright, we'll go ahead and get in the descent forecast here. We will do flight level 350. Well, no. We'll delete that. We'll do 300. Do flight level 200. And then 10,000. I will execute that and then request the descent winds. My music playlist ran out. That is fine. Well, we got a playlist for Pride Month? How about check it out? Turn that down slightly. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right. Forecast up and ready. We'll load that. And execute. Back to legs. Wait for the FMC to figure out its nav data, or VNav data, rather. Cool. And since I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and add in the approach fixes. Feed in, and we'll do 15 and 5. And that should have added the fix rings around the airport. Yep, there they are. Awesome. I use those as a indicator for when to drop certain degrees of flaps. Alright, and we'll just wait for top of descent. We're 27 miles from it, so it shouldn't be too long now. Let's go head over to VAS Airplane Toolbox real quick. We'll go to landing, fetch error. 16 right, save. Alright, so we can use pretty much any auto brake setting and we will have a very healthy margin left for that runway. I just want to check the ADIT one more time and make sure that the active runways are still the active runways. Expect ILS, RNAV, or visual approach, 16 right, 16 left, or 17. Okay, cool. It's all still the same. However, the weather information has changed a bit, so actually let me go ahead and pre-dial this in. It'll be, let's see, 230 for 3 knots. Why was it telling me a 16 knot crosswind then? Oh, it's updated again. Okay, 3 knot crosswind and a 1 knot headwind component. Okay, that's easy. That is easy stuff. Anyhow, winds are going to be 230 for 3 knots. Not bad at all. Few clouds at 2,300, broken at 4,000, overcast at 5,500. Temperature is 12 degrees Celsius with a Altimeter of 3002. That hasn't changed at all, actually. Just fine. All right. Okay, I really rather like this music, actually. I'm gonna bring the sim sound back in a little bit more. Alright, we've started descending. Actually, we've been descending for a little bit already. So... Need that. Let the plane slow down a bit. I'm not a big fan of high energy descents in this plane. Once we get down to about 20,000 feet, I'll probably pop the seatbelt signs back on. Enjoy your freedom while it lasts, peasants. Enjoy the freedom while it lasts. For some reason, Sim Toolkit Pro is straight up freezing on me. I really don't like that. Okay, so it looks like I'm just looking at the possible route we're gonna take tomorrow. So it looks like American and Delta fly directly from Miami to Detroit. It's about 2 hours and 39 minutes in the air. Let's see. American operates an Embraer 175 and two 737-800s for that route. Delta does all A321s. And a 737-900 apparently. That might be fun. Frontier actually does a flight for that route as well with an A320, and Spirit also does as well. I think what I'll do is either a Delta. Ooh, know what I'll do? There's a Delta livery for the 787 that is chrome. I think I'm gonna do that. I quite like that idea. Alright, let's go ahead and pop back over to the cockpit. We're at 26,000 feet. Seem to be following the descent path rather well. Alright, fuel total is 9.1 right now. Let's see, init RAF. What will we have left in Denver? 8.5, so that's minus 0.6. So 135.3 will be our gross weight on landing. We're doing flaps 30. And our VREF will be 144 knots. Let's see, what gate do I want to go into? Probably Bravo 35, or if I'm feeling cheeky, and go to the south side of the Bravo terminal. I could pull into Bravo 32. Although Bravo 32 is a heavy gate, so I don't really want to take that out. Who cares? We'll do it anyway. Coming down now through 21,000. We'll go ahead and get the seatbelt signs back on. That lightning just now, or was that just something glinting? I haven't seen lightning in Flight Sim in quite some time. Alright, we're gonna go auto brakes 2. What's the margin with auto brakes 2? 76 Almost 7,700 feet left. Yeah, we'll stick a lot of brakes too. Lately, the brakes on this plane, well, really on every aircraft, have seemed to be kind of lackluster, a little weak. Here we go, descending into those clouds. Do one last weather check. We're about to cross 18,000. Pressure is still 3002. The temperature of 11.7, 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Few clouds 2,300 feet, broken at 4,000. Overcast deck at 5,500. Weather is moderate rain. We're actually going to have kind of a slick runway. We're going to go out of brakes. No, we'll stick with 2 and we'll just vary the reverse thrust if necessary. I don't want to lock up the wheels. Oh, switch off of standard pressure. And let's go ahead and get the terrain radar going, since we can't see what's below us. Zoom in a bit here. I don't know what this is, but I'm skipping it. I just remembered that I don't have my flight recorder open. Alright, getting down into the clouds finally. And as I say that, we're out. Hello, viewer, whomever you are, thank you for being here. We are currently continuing our descent into Denver. Just dip below 15,000 feet. Plane's trying to slow down. Doesn't seem like it needs any help, but if we start deviating from the flight vector, then I'll probably put some spoilers out. Otherwise, very nice descent. Oh, now it's saying drag required, and now it's not. This again. It doesn't know what it wants. Oh, that's how we've got to gusting tailwind. See, about 7 minutes until we arrive in Denver. Let's go ahead and make sure that our fuel prediction is still accurate. 8.5, we're at 8.8. It's just about right. Alright, here we are turning on the final. We're starting to see some of that rain. Right at the 5-mile marker, I will start the recording. Alright, let's give the plane a little bit of drag. Help it get down a little easier here. It's trying to slow to 210. It's currently 20 knots over that. It's okay, plane. We'll be giving you some drag here soon. Alright, and we're now below 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get all the lights on. Bring the wing lights, got a continuous ignition. Go ahead and back off of the speed brakes. Go ahead and arm those puppies. And we can kill the terrain radar because that's just too bright. Let's go ahead and brighten up the panel backlighting a little bit. Actually, real quick, let's make sure that our speeds are still the same. Yep, 144. Alright, I will go ahead and activate localizer. Go flaps 2. Speed's coming up again. Give it some speed brake. I'll go ahead and start the recording now. Game's gonna freeze for a second. Okay, maybe a few seconds. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Alright, we're 10 miles from the runway. Go ahead and go flaps 5. The more and more drag we get out, the more it'll slow down. We seem to be about ready to intercept glide slope, so I'm going to go ahead and arm the approach mode. Alright, glide slope is active. Go ahead and close the speed brake. Once again, arm the ground spoilers. Starting to be able to see the ground through the clouds down there. I'll go ahead and turn the sim back up.
2500.
Stop the music. It's 2500. And we'll drop this to 144. Alright, 5 miles. We're going to go ahead and go flaps 10. And flaps 15. What's with the horn? We're not too fast. Calm down. Flaps 25. We'll go gear down. And flaps 30. Oh, that's why the horn was happening.
1000.
Alright, 1,000 from the ground. We've got the runway in sight. My airplane.
500. 400. 300. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
And we are on the runway. Hold that center line. Going idle reverse. And we'll go full reversers. And manual braking. All right, everybody, welcome to Denver. Touchdown at 253 feet per minute. And we will take the next high-speed exit. Actually, we need to get a little bit more speed on us because we're very slow. Slow to still be on the runway, anyway. And once we're completely off the runway, we will go ahead and play back the recording. Yeah, I want to keep going straight. Alright, back of the plane should have crossed line by now. Yep, we are good there. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. Let it reload. As far as Sim Toolkit Pro is concerned, we can go ahead and stop the finish the flight, I should say. And let's go ahead and bring it back. Forward a bit. And we'll play it from here. Leeds Bradford spotting. Hello, Captain. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Do apologize if I missed that when you actually sent it. See how we did. I know it wasn't like a hard landing, but it wasn't very soft either. I mean, it was under, I think it was under 250 feet per minute, so that's not bad, but oh yeah, that landing's perfectly fine for a 7.3. Immediately started tracking the center line. See, I went full reverse here because I thought that was where I'd wanted to exit the runway, but it was down here. Should have just let it roll out. Right, we'll pause it there. Bring it back to about here. Oh yeah. And then back one more time from this view. And that was a very good landing. I'm proud of that one. All right, we'll stop playback. If it'll let go, that'd be nice. Oh, not that. Yeah, we'll just fucking close it. All right. Now that we've got the airplane back, let's go ahead and head to our gate. Bring up the flaps. Actually, no, we need those two. All right, let's grab GSX. And let's see, Concourse Bravo. Let's see if we can do 35. Yeah, we should be able to fit in 35. That'd be good. I don't know why she's slowing down so much. Sorry about that. Almost refilled my vape with my water bottle. Jesus. That wouldn't have been good. we going uphill or something? There's just random moments where the plane gets real slow. Oh man, I love this Denver scenery. I don't remember who it's by. I've got to look at that and like jot down a list of all the sceneries I have and who's made them. Because I can highly, 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 highly recommend this Denver scenery to anybody that wants to get like a real big airport like payware scenery. It is way too good. It's too good to pass up. Alright, clear left, clear right. We'll keep going. If you guys see this drifting off to the right like that, it's because my other monitor is on the right hand side. Alright, follow, I think, green line. Bravo North Green Taxiway. And we'll head on over to Bravo 35. Alright, then we can go ahead and kill the runway turn-offs. And Bravo 35 should be the second one before this part of the building. So that one right there. Oh! Excuse me. Sneeze made me taste blood. It's probably not a good thing. And there's Bravo 35. We're going to go ahead and slow down. Kill the taxi light. One more. Oh, does that go in at an angle? And hang on. Oh, it does. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm gonna go this way and swing around. Try not to hit my wing off the wall. Slow way down here. About between 1 to 4 knots. Alright. Go ahead and pull the parking brake. Get us over on APU power and packs over on APU bleed air. Shut down the engines. And kill those fuel pumps. parked a bit askew. Yeah, you don't say. Alright, we can request deboarding. Go ahead and cut off the anti-collision light, steady the strobes. And once the jetway is connected up to the plane, we can go ahead and turn off the fasten your seatbelt signs.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Sweet. Belts off. What do you mean askew? I'm like perfect. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Well, alright. That is it for this one, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed flying it. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and leave me a like. And maybe, you know, hit that subscribe button. Helps out. Like I was saying earlier, if we can get to 100 subs, I would really love to do a giveaway stream to celebrate 100 subs. It'll either be some sort of scenery or maybe a pay-wear plane. Who knows? If it is a plane, it'll probably be either the Phoenix or the 737. So one of the 737s. We'll see what I can afford at the time. But yeah, let's if anyone watches this after the fact, help me out, get me up to 100 subs, and we'll be able to do a giveaway stream here soon. I will be streaming tomorrow as it is my birthday. I think I've already decided that we're going to do Miami up to Detroit, and we will either be doing that in the 747-8 or the 787 Dreamliner. I'll just have to figure out which at what time. Maybe the 74, most likely the 74. I've flown the 787 quite a bit off stream. Haven't given much love to the 74 though, so we'll probably do that. But make sure to tune in for that if you are interested. But anyhow, that's all I've got for you guys today. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!